Capricorn, welcome to your reading. So I've decided to try something new with my readings and kind of combine zodiac and pick a card readings. I haven't actually seen anybody on YouTube do this before. I watch a lot of pick a card readings, but typically they're just general readings. They don't actually do pick a cards for each zodiac sign. It does take a little bit longer to film, which is why it's been a while since I've uploaded, but yeah, I had this idea and I was like, it'd be cool to actually just start doing like general readings for each of the zodiac signs, because everybody's going through something different. And, you know, I could do general readings for the zodiac signs. I will probably continue those, but with the pick a cards, it's going to be like different for each pile. So based on whatever pile you choose, then, you know, and you can always pick more than one pile, there's going to be a different message for everybody, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pulling 2 cards from each of these piles, or each of these decks. I've got Angel Wisdom Tarot, Radiant Rider-Waite, Gilded Tarot, Moonology, Sacred Destiny, and Kipper. And how it's going to work is when I'm done reading each pile, I'm going to take those cards and set them aside. They will not go back in any of these decks. So that way, hopefully, the messages are totally different. So far they have been. I've only had like one group. I think it might have been Virgo. Either Virgo or Libra. They had like, the first and second pile was kind of like a carryover, like from one to the other, but otherwise everybody else has had different piles, like the message is different and everything. So yeah, so hopefully hopefully, you know, I get all these different messages for you guys. And so if this is something you want to see more of, let me know in the comments below, because I really like this idea and I think I want to stick with it and start doing it, because like I said, I haven't seen anybody else on YouTube doing this so far. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put up the thumbnail so you can see the images again, and you can pick your pile, and then I'm going to get to shuffling. Alright, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I post weekly zodiac readings, pick a card readings, and collective readings. All my readings are timeless, so if you ever want to go back and watch any of them at any time, I do have links in the description box below. So you can go back and watch any of those playlists, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a cross-watcher. So and I am offering personal readings. They can currently only be booked through my Etsy, which is also linked down below. I will never try to get you guys to book through my email or through the comments. If you see anybody who does that, they are scamming. So, yeah. Please report them if they do that, because it's not me. jump into pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. Let's jump right in. Start pulling 2 cards from each of these decks and see what messages Spirit has for you. First up, the Chariot, Cancer energy. 5 of Swords. 3 of Cups. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. The Sun, Leo energy. Lots of major arcana. I'm liking this so far. Knight of Swords. Hopefully you can see all of these. You and your loved ones are safe. New Moon in Cancer. More Cancer energy. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing Moon. Healing Chaos. Ooh, Adventures. Gift, card number 17. And Thief, card number 24. Okay. Yeah. There was some sort of drama that was going on in your life, pile number 1. What I'm seeing, especially with this 5 of Swords, that's not the best energy, if I'm being honest, okay? It's like an energy of somebody who, that's my win at all costs card. Somebody who wants to win at all costs. They don't care who they hurt in the process. They're only out for themselves. Typically that can involve making an unwise decision or choice. And they don't really think about the consequences later on. The people that they screw over, they're in this back part of the card, and even in the traditional Rider-Waite, these people could come back and get their karma on this person. So it feels like for a lot of you, especially with that, the Thief card and the Healing Chaos, something was going on where you were dealing with a lot of, it feels like somebody who was competitive, but also somebody who created conflict. Somebody who had this sort of chaos going on. Could have been an actual thief. What I'm noticing here, this person is gambling. This person has won. These other people have lost. It's like somebody has stole something from you. For some of you, somebody could have stolen money. Or you could have lost out on a bet. Or somebody, you could have... There's something here about losing money, losing a bet, gambling something away. But it was chaotic energy. Just interesting. I do feel like you're getting over that though, pile number 1. Because whatever it is, whoever you're getting away from, it says you and your loved ones are safe. It feels like, you're okay now. Like your family and you are okay. This is an interesting energy. I feel like when you got out of that energy, or if you're getting out of it now and you're actually going through that healing process and that transformation into the newer version of yourself, a newer life, newer way of living, something's new. It's like you finally taking charge of your life or taking your life back. Whether this is from an actual person who maybe gambled away your money, or had a gambling addiction. I keep hearing gambling. Or somebody who was just, I'm also hearing gambling on life. Like, maybe they didn't care who they hurt in the process. Very narcissistic energy, in my opinion. But it's like you took life by the reins. You took control of your life. And you decided to get out of this situation. I feel like you were very determined about this, pile number 1. And it pays off. This feels like, you're going to be celebrating that, you're finally out of this toxic situation. This is something that you've been manifesting, though. I feel like you've wanted it so badly. You just wanted to be happy again, really. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you go after what it is you really want. You've really taken the time to say, you know, how do I get out of this terrible job? How do I get away from this toxic person? Whatever it is. It was just chaotic. I don't know how else to put it. It's just this kind of very dark energy. I feel like you are finally seeing a light at the end of the tunnel for whoever this was. I do feel like you were taking time and really being logical to figure out what your next move would be. It wasn't like you just packed your bags overnight and you just booked a hotel room and you were gone. I mean, some of you could have done that, but that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting like, this is biding your time to get out of this situation, whatever the situation is. It's like really plotting and planning. You wanted to be intelligent about this. You really wanted to make sure everything was in place, but you still wanted to move quickly. Now I'm saying for some of you, somebody could have gifted you like maybe some money or to help you get out of this situation. For others of you, this could have been a gift. Like I'm seeing, this almost reminds me of like an Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's glowing gold. It makes me think of like, you know, some sort of money gift, monetary gift. It's this feeling of like maybe somebody gifted you this, or somebody offered you an opportunity, a job, something like that, or you finally manifested a way out. I feel like this is taking a little bit of time. However, we've got that energy is gaining momentum, which means things are starting to speed up. We've also got the Knight of Swords. It's a pretty fast moving energy for a knight. Not as fast as like the Knight of Wands, but still fast. You're still ready to charge ahead. I feel like you were waiting for some truth or clarity about the situation, really. And then with this gift, whatever that may be, it was able to propel you forward even more. Now you started this new life, you're on this new adventure, this new journey, and you're not really looking back. Chariot does indicate travel, and then we've got adventures here. So some of you could be taking a vacation, you could be traveling, relocating for jobs, you know, something where you just want to get out of the place that you're at. Whatever this is that you're manifesting, though, pile number one, this is something that's going to make you extremely happy. Like, I feel like you're just going to be glowing. I feel like it's a long time coming, too. Now, for others of you, if this wasn't a particular situation where you were dealing with someone who might have stolen from you, had a gambling addiction, anything like that, like I was picking up on earlier, it could just be that you had, you know, a lot of things going on in your life, and you were really going within and trying to figure out what it is you want, what do you want to do with your life, and you were going through this own transformation yourself. Five of Swords, like I said, can talk about win at all costs. That could be you. That could be you saying, whatever it takes, I'm getting out of here. You know, I hate this town that I'm in. I'm not going to be, you know, I don't want to live with my parents anymore. I'm going to finish my degree. I'm going to get that certification that I need. I'm going, you know, I'm going to get a new job that pays better. It's like you were determined to win at all costs. And then you manifested this. You manifested that happiness. It's cause for celebration. But there was something very dark happening in your life. Something where, I'm hearing with the Thief card, like somebody stole your joy. It was just a very dark time, and you had to go through this transformation so you could come out the other side. So you could realize how powerful you really are and how much you could actually manifest your reality and what it is you want out of life. And now it's time for a new adventure. So, That sounds amazing. Let me know in the comments what you plan on doing, pile number one, because this sounds really awesome. Like, some of you I'm getting could be, you know, like I said, relocating, traveling for work, or maybe just taking a vacation. But I'm also getting some of you could just be, this new adventure could just be a new venture, not an adventure, but like you're starting a new creative outlet. Like maybe some of you are putting your work out there, like on Etsy. So you could be starting YouTube channels, really, you know, trying to manifest better things across, you know, social media, maybe getting clients, something like that, where you are starting something brand new that's going to make you happy, finally. You're not stuck in that rut anymore. You were determined to make it work for you. So yeah, let me know what this is in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not going to choose any of the other piles, and this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching. I hope something in this reading resonated. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, pile number two. Let's jump right into your reading. See what messages Spirit has for you. We've got the Five of Cups. Feels like there was more than, nope, this was just one. I feel like there's more than one. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Wands. Okay. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Definitely have some sort of new beginning coming, for sure. Let's see. Ooh, the King of Pentacles. It's a lot of court cards. The Five of Cups again. What are the odds? I told y'all, you know, you could end up, yeah, I could end up pulling from the same, you know, the same card from different decks. Or I could pull from one pile and get, you know, something like the Five of Cups, and then the next pile also gets Five of Cups. But, you know, like last pile had Knight of Swords, but this one has it twice. The same card. Interesting. Okay. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. A time for healing. Ooh, courage. I don't know if I've ever pulled this card. I don't remember the last time I pulled this card. That's interesting. But that's going to go well with this, with your new beginning. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, yes. Taking risks. Ooh, I like this pile so far. Okay. Thoughts. Card number 16. And marriage. Card number 3. Okay, I wasn't seeing love except for the Ace of Cups, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, there will be a tiny little love message. I'm going to go ahead and get that one out of the way because I know not everybody's into love messages. I'm usually not. I love future spouse readings, but other than that, I'm not dating right now, so it's like, what's the point of watching the love, all the love tarot readings? But somebody out there could definitely be dealing with new love coming in. Now, you could be dealing with 3 different people because we've got 3 different court cards here. We've got Knight of Swords, Page of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So it could be a younger air sign, a younger fire sign, or an older earth sign, or it could be someone that has these elements in their big 3, maybe like Venus or Mars as well. But, so, what I'm seeing is you're definitely going to have a new love coming in, pile number 2. Okay? I feel like this is coming in after a time of lots of heartbreak with the double Five of Cups. You know, one of the things about the Five of Cups is, you know, this person is spending time crying over the spilled cups right here, not realizing the 2 cups that are right behind him. 2 cups in tarot is, or the 2 of cups is 2 people coming together, offering their cup of love to each other, their heart and their emotions, and they just really want a union with each other. So that is always a auspicious sign on this card, that even if you're focusing on the negative, there's still something positive to look forward to. You can see here the cups are actually separate. It's like two different offers. So some of you, like I said, I see 3, but you could have 2. So somebody could be definitely coming in, more than one person. Maybe it's like an air-fire combination and then an earth person. Like, I could see that, because since these are both younger and this one's older. So, but it could be any combination, really. But yeah, so you could definitely have a couple or more people coming in wanting to offer you love. One of these people could be your future spouse if you're into getting married. Not everybody's into that, but let's say a long-term partner. How's that? A life partner. And I do see with the thoughts here, when I saw this, you know, this man has drawn this woman. He's thinking about her. So I feel like you're going to be on someone's mind for sure. More than one person's mind. And this could end up being your future partner, your future spouse. So there is that love message. The other message I am seeing is that you really need to take time to heal. Something has upset you, pile number 2. I mean, double confirmation with the 5 of Cups both times. I mean, that, I don't know that if that's happened yet in any of the zodiac signs where I have the same, like maybe the next pile, you know, kind of like the Knight of Swords, I had it on the last pile and it's in this pile, but not at the same time. I don't remember that's happening yet. So there's definitely a message here about really needing to focus more on the positive things in your life. There's some of you out there are really focusing on the negative things that have gone wrong, things that, you know, it feels like things aren't turning out the way you had hoped or the way you anticipated, and you're upset because you didn't have control over the situation. Like, if you had thought out a certain way, how things would pan out, and then it turned out to be a totally different way, you know, it could be anything. It could be you thought you were going to go on a road trip, and I don't know why this is popping in my head, but this might be for someone out there. You thought you were going to go on a road trip, your car breaks down, or you get a flat tire or something, and you're focusing on the negative instead of focusing on the positive. Now, the positive could be something you don't even see coming, or that you didn't even see at the time. The positive could be, even though your car broke down, it saved you from getting into a car accident later on down the road, right? Sometimes we don't think about these things. And so, that's just one example. I don't know why that was coming to my mind, but that's what happened. But what I'm seeing mostly is that you're just focused on things that didn't work out. Having a very negative mindset. You know, everything happens for a reason, but there are still hidden blessings in life. We still have to show gratitude to the universe for the things we do have. Even when we feel like, you know, things aren't turning out the way we wanted them to, or we've had a streak of bad luck, show gratitude. And, you know, when you have that positive mindset, it's all about the law of attraction and assumption, right? You stay in that mindset and you attract great things. If you stay in this low vibration where you think everything's constantly, you know, going wrong and everything bad is happening to you, things will constantly happen that are bad. It's kind of like you wake up, you accidentally stub your toe on the corner of your bed, and you're like, oh great, it's gonna be one of those days. And then, you know, your toothbrush accidentally falls out of your hand and into the toilet, and then you spill coffee on you before you head into work, and it's like, yeah, great, everything's gonna be bad today. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy almost. Like, if you're staying in that mindset, instead of just saying, oh, well, I stubbed my toe, oh, great. I mean, ow, that hurts, but, you know, that's fine. You know, whatever, it happens. And then moving on, you don't let it affect you, right? So, you have to switch your mind around a bit. If you want to attract good, you got to be in that positive mindset, no matter how difficult that may be. Showing gratitude is one of those ways. So I feel like you have blessings in your life. Pile number 2, you're just not seeing it. So I feel like Spirit's saying, look a little bit harder. Don't be afraid to turn around and see what's right behind you. What's in your vicinity. But I'm seeing you actually head towards something new. Once you get out of this negative, you know, feeling grief, feeling really sad, taking time to heal. There's a time for healing card here. I feel like you're going to be very focused on moving forward with your life. You know, this could be like a sudden, unexpected change too. We've got, because this night, the Knight of Swords moves very quickly. Page of Wands is ready to like go out and go on an adventure almost. Page of Wands sometimes reminds me of the Fool, but Page of Wands, you know, it's very new, something very new and exciting, and something you're passionate about. You have this Ace of Cups. Whether this is a love offer or it's some sort of new opportunity that is going to emotionally fulfill you, excuse me, fulfill you. Or even talking about self-love, since we're talking about the time for healing here. This card can represent self-love. It's like you're headed in this new direction. You're headed towards something better. This could be you sitting in this King of Pentacles energy. Once you head in this direction, once you start this new venture. I am seeing, obviously, it's going to take a lot of courage. You're going to have to take a risk. But I think it's going to pay off in the end. You know, if you're going to be sitting in that King of Pentacles, that's a lucrative, you know, prosperous, abundant energy. King of Pentacles does not mess around when it comes to career and finances. And some of you might be on some sort of platform, because we do have that Show the World the Real You. It's interesting that we've got this Aquarius energy, and then we've got a time for healing, because this makes me think of the Star card. And what does the woman on the Star card have? Well, she's got those jugs of water. Star card talks about hope and healing. So it's like having faith in the universe that everything's going to work out, even in times of having that negative mindset. So I feel like a lot of you with this Show the World the Real You, you're really putting yourself out there somewhere, on some platform, in some way in your life, and you're going to be unafraid. You're going to have to muster that courage, really go within. This is giving me Strength card energy, like Leo energy. And really take that risk, spread your wings, and fly. Those are all the messages I have for you, pile number 2. Whew, that was pretty deep. That was a lot deeper, I think, than pile number 1, but it does still, you know, it was pretty deep. So hopefully something that's reading resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Again, you can always watch the other piles, because all of them have had different messages, so feel free to watch any of those. But if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello, pile number 3. Let's jump right into this, see what messages Spirit has for you. We've got Page of Swords, Transformation, Tower, Temperance. So Tower for me, some people say Scorpio, I say Aries because it's Mars energy, although Mars is the old ruler of Scorpio, but I just say Aries. Then Temperance is Sagittarius. We've got the Moon. I associate the Moon with Cancer because in astrology it rules Cancer. Rather than Pisces, I associate the High Priestess with Pisces. So I do a little switcheroo. And then we've got Pages. This just happened in the last... This isn't... You're the first zodiac sign this has happened with. I have not pulled... I'm pretty sure I don't remember this at all. I feel like I would remember. Page of Swords. I feel like I would remember if I pulled this same card twice in the same pile. The Hanging Man, Pisces energy. That's interesting. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Thriving. Going forward. This is probably one of my favorite cards in this entire deck. I love this. I love the imagery. Such good imagery. 28, expectation. And 20, house. Interesting. For some reason, when I see this house, I think of this tower, this castle here. It's reminding me of the tower card for some reason. That's interesting. I don't usually associate that card with that, but it's popping into my mind. Okay. So, this feels like, let's just start with, I'm getting a few messages. This expectation card is sticking out to me. I feel like, obviously, you're expecting something to happen. And I feel like that's where that emotions are running high. You're expecting something to happen. I almost want to say you're expecting this tower moment to happen. Like, you're expecting something to collapse. It's like you can feel it coming, pile number 3. And you're preparing yourself. You know it has to end so you can move forward. So you can thrive. But I feel like you're in this stuck waiting energy, waiting for it to happen. And I'm looking at the Page of Swords twice, and it almost feels like you're waiting for a message to come in. But it's delayed. Page of Swords can talk about a delayed message. Because it can also talk about like information you need, but this information is challenging for you to receive. Like, it's not something you always want to hear, right? With the Tower, though, this is like a significant experience in your life where changes have to be made. This can be, just earth-shattering. It's unexpected. It can be very painful. But you're breaking free from these old beliefs and your old way of living. I feel like this has to happen. Whatever this is has to break down in your life for you to move forward. Now, what I'm noticing, I love this. I love synchronicities. I told y'all I love this card. But look what's on Temperance. The road going forward. You have to have, have this tower moment. It's got to happen. And I feel like this expectation is you realizing that it's coming. You know it's coming. You do. You can feel it. Now, Temperance can talk about balance. It can talk about patience, which works well with this expectation. It can also talk about like healing, because this angel has their one foot in the healing waters, also back and forth with the cups. But I feel like with the moon here, there's something you fear. And I almost feel like with this, take time to breathe out, the moon, and this expectation, maybe even the Hanging Man. It's like just this waiting game for something. That is so interesting. You're waiting to hear from somebody. You're waiting to see if something's going to work out or not. And deep down, it's like, it's not going to. Pile number 3. It has to collapse. There has to be this upheaval in your life. This is going to be a life-changing event. And you have to go through with it. Like, there's no way around it. I feel like some of you have procrastinated with whatever this is. You put it off, you put it off, you put it off. And now the universe is like, you know what? You're kind of avoiding this. You're not paying attention to the signs and synchronicities where we're trying to tell you, you can't keep going forward like this. And you're like, no, I've got, I'm good. I've got this. Okay? Universe is like, no, you don't. But like, it's coming. So again, it's just like you're sitting around waiting for this message to arrive. This Hanging Man talks about trying to see things from a different perspective. Interestingly, let me get this. I gotta show you this because this is making me, this Hanging Man. I'm not even joking. I just went like this and it's right there. It's meant for y'all to see this. I want to show you the road on this imagery for the Hanging Man. I don't know what this road is. There's a road on the moon card too. You guys have got to go forward on this path. This is meant for you. It's like you've had this pause where you're trying to see things from a different perspective. That Hanging Man energy. You're really trying to be objective and see if things can go a different way. If there's another road you can take. And Spirit's like, no, there isn't. You have to take this way. This path, this specific path is yours and yours alone. This is so crazy. All of these paths with these cards and this one. Oh man. But the good news is when you get to the other side of this, I mean, look at this. Yeah, you're a little scared. Moon can talk about fear, right? It can also talk about intuition. So you do know it's coming. It's, you follow this road, but look what's at the end. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel. It's the sun. It makes me think of the sun card, the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. Just lots of joy, success, abundance. Like, you're just optimistic by the time you reach the end of this road. You know it's going to work out. And that's where this thriving comes in. They're going to be thriving. Look at the rays, like, of sunshine. And then notice there's a moon up here. Oh god, this is so crazy. Oh man. Yeah. It's like the sun is so bright, it's blocking out the moon, the rays. So whatever fear you are feeling about this change, you're going to let it go. It's going to just fall to the wayside. Now, some of you are moving to a new house. I know I said this reminds me of the Tower, and it does. However, some of you are moving house. You're moving to a new house. You've purchased a house. And you're just sitting around waiting for that to happen. For others of you, I'm getting this message that your house, your home life could be falling apart. I'm just going to throw that out there with the Tower here in the house. That it's just crumbling all around you. You have to get out of that situation. You know you have to get out of it. And you've been procrastinating and putting it off until the very last minute. And finally it's like you can't do it anymore. You can't keep putting it off. You're going to have to take that leap of faith forward. Take those steps. And, that could be why the emotions are running high. Like, I know I keep saying that, pile number 3. But it's like, I feel that Path, path, path. Happiness, happiness. Even the end, we got the crown and the rays of light at the end of the temperance card. It's leading you to a better place where you're going to thrive. Where you're going to be happy again. But it's going to take some time for you to really get used to this. I feel it's going to be very stressful at first. Typically Tower moments are. But the purpose of Tower moments, people look at them as a bad thing. I look at them as a good thing. They're meant to happen so you could go through the transformation. I actually love how this is called transformation rather than the Tower. Because that's actually what it is. I mean, you're going through a massive transformation. Things have to change so other things can fall into place. You're meant to be on this path for a reason, pile number 3. And the universe is helping you get there. and is pushing you forward. So, wow. That's pretty straightforward. I don't see any other messages. I'm not getting any love messages or anything like that. I just feel like this is just going to be a major shift, a major life change for you. And you're going to have to go through with it. I think in the beginning, like I said, you're going to be stressed out. Remember to take time to breathe out. But in the end, it's going to all be worth it. Because each of us has our own path to take in life. And I always think of it this way. When the tower happens, it's like railroad tracks. Like you can chug along on railroad tracks for as long, as the track goes, right? But at some point, the universe kind of takes those tracks and shifts them over. You ever seen railroad tracks just shift over and suddenly you're on a new track? That's exactly what the tower moment does. That's it. You're about to head in a new direction, but it's a direction you're meant to go in. One that's going to lead to you thriving and you being very, very happy, pile number 3. So, hopefully something in this reading resonated. Those are all the messages I have for you. If you skipped ahead to pile number 3, piles 1 and 2 were different. So, you might want to go back and check those out, see if there's any messages in those piles for you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.